Hey, this is Anthony Perrelli from New York City. I'm a new host for Against the Tide Media and The Chosen. With each successive episode, there was always a new favorite scene. My first favorite scene was when Mary was healed. My next favorite scene was probably when Matthew was called. That was really wonderful to see his reaction. Then there was Nicodemus when he knelt down and kissed the Lord's hand. And of course, the last episode really broke me up was when Nicodemus was sobbing.
A friend of mine left that for us.
Because he chose not to follow but continue in his life.
You came so close.
I don't know if I have a favorite interview. They were all entertaining. I did not watch them all. I've watched several, and each one had its own flavor to it. This is a wonderful show, and I only hope I can make a unique contribution. I do have knowledge of scripture and production background. I don't watch much television, but I would say that when I look back, I enjoyed very much the series called Turn. I did enjoy ABC's Once Upon a Time, where fairy tales and modern worlds collide. As for movies, E.T. was one of my favorites. A being from the heavens comes to Earth. He's friendly, he's a healer. He is caught by the authorities where he dies, but he comes back to life and he returns home. That story sounds familiar. Another one of my favorite films is What Dreams May Come. I like the idea. I think it's a beautiful thought that you create your own afterlife in heaven. Another favorite movie of mine is Groundhog Day. I think that's a great idea of reliving a day over and over until you get it right. And not your own right, but the right. I think the part that makes me laugh the most, there's a couple. One is when Zebedee says, "You're going to leave with the man we've waited for our whole lives, and you're worried about not being home for supper," or something to that.
You ask me, what will I say when you miss supper?
The other funny moment that I think is very funny is at the end of the wedding of Cana, when they're dancing and Jesus makes the comment, "Even I can't do some things." That was good. I enjoy the humor. I am a believer, and God has impacted my life very big. Just a few years ago, I suffered a great loss, and that was a turnaround point for me. There is nobody in the world that can convince me that there is no God and there is no heaven. My favorite portrayals of Jesus, well, through the years, I'd have to say my first one was Jeffrey Hunter, who was in King of Kings, and I thought he was the best Jesus that I had not seen ever. Jim Caviezel did a great job in The Passion, but it was only limited to The Passion. It wasn't able to expand on the life as much. I'm not sure if I pronounce his name, Diogo Morgado. He was in The Son of God and also the miniseries The Bible, which that came from, and he was very good. But I have to admit, your Jesus is my new favorite Jesus. I think Jonathan Rumi is my new favorite. Oh, anything is possible, and anything is possible with God, but anything is possible in reality. Non-believers are given talents by God. They just haven't realized it yet. Well, I enjoyed this series so much that I felt like I had to do something. I think that this actually brings two of my loves together, the love of God and the love of production. And this is what I'm called to do at this time in my life. This is something that I can do, and they're both my loves. This isn't a paid position.